The alien interrogators believed humans were fragile, easy to break. Their cold chambers, cruel devices, and mind tricks had crushed countless species before. But today, staring at the defiant eyes of one battered human, they realized they were terribly wrong. This wasn't just resistance, it was something far more dangerous. And by the time they understood, it was already too late. They hadn't captured a victim. They had awakened a monster. The alien warlords, known as the Threxen, finally captured a lone human soldier from a battlefield wreckage. They expected him to be weak, fragile, like every other race they had dominated. Tied to a cold metal chair inside their prison ship, the human, Sergeant Blake Carter, simply stared at them. No fear, no begging, just silent defiance. Puzzled, the Threxen began their usual breaking procedures, first starvation, then sleep deprivation. But Blake endured everything. His body weakened, but his spirit burned brighter. The Threxen guards laughed, assuming it was mere human stupidity. They had no idea they were sowing the seeds of their own destruction. Frustrated, the Threxen leaders ordered more severe methods. Electric shocks surged through Blake's body. Psychological warfare, illusions of Earth burning, holograms of loved ones crying, were deployed. Blake gritted his teeth but refused to scream. Inside, every pulse of pain only sharpened his focus. He wasn't thinking about surrender. He was studying the chamber, memorizing every tool, every guard's movement. The Threxen thought they were hurting him. In reality, they were giving him time to prepare. Each scar was a lesson. Each tear of flesh was a calculation. The human mind was not breaking. It was sharpening into a weapon. One night cycle later, the Threxen guards grew careless. Laughing among themselves, they underestimated the battered human. Blake spotted a loose restraint bolt. When a guard leaned too close, Blake moved like lightning, snapping the alien's weapon free. Before anyone could react, the room erupted into chaos. Blake fought brutally, using their own tools against them. Bones cracked. Blood spilled. Not human, but alien. An alarm blared through the ship, but it was too late. Blake wasn't just escaping. He was hunting. The Threxen had turned an ordinary soldier into a force of pure vengeance. The ship's narrow corridors turned into a deadly battleground. Blake, moving with brutal precision, dismantled the Threxen squad one by one. He used the ship's gravity controls to trap enemies, hack doors to isolate targets, and set traps with stolen gear. Fear spread like wildfire among the aliens. This wasn't a prisoner. This was a nightmare wrapped in human skin. The Threxen commanders panicked, realizing the human wasn't surviving. He was winning. Blake didn't need an army. He only needed his rage, his mind, and the simple human refusal to ever surrender. At last, Blake stormed the ship's command bridge. Standing there was the Threxen warlord himself, taller, stronger, and armored in obsidian black plating. But Blake didn't hesitate. Their duel was fierce, alien technology against human ferocity. The warlord roared, confident in his size and strength. Yet every strike from Blake was fueled by something deeper than muscles. It was fueled by sheer, unstoppable human will. In the final moment, Blake tore the warlord's weapon away and turned it against him, ending the battle with brutal finality. The bridge fell silent. The ship was his now. Blake activated the ship's long-range communication systems. His battered face appeared across Threxen-controlled space. "You think we are fragile," he growled into the transmission. "You think pain will break us. You made a mistake. Humans don't break. We get even." His message spread like wildfire, terrifying Threxen colonies. Ships were recalled. Plans were abandoned. One human had destroyed an entire vessel and humiliated their war machine. And somewhere, across distant stars, humanity prepared, because now, the galaxy finally understood. Hurting a human isn't just dangerous, it's suicide.